Test your subscap. Got that. Give it a jerk. Chew. Good. Turn your head right. So that's what should have worked if the sugar was okay. Head straight, bend the knee. So when that shows, we're going to find this pattern here.
Nah. Nah.
Yeah, I was out in Colorado too, man. Toes out to opposite sides. Bend the knee. And push up. Cool. So know that his sugar pattern is looking better. We'll probably come back to this and push and find the subscapularis. So that's the only super spinal thing he has. This guy's in pretty good shape. And he should be.
By now, yeah.
Yeah, he's in good shape. Cool. Pelvis is good. Psoas, up this way. Eyes up right. Eyes up left. Turn your head right. Turn your head left. Head straight. You didn't do too bad, man. Tilt. Tilt. You didn't fuck up too bad.
It just felt like a little sugar blow.
Yeah. Lower cervix is looking good there.
But I do my beach sprints like that and things blow up.
What's that?
When I do my beach sprints in this pattern, things will start to blow up. When I'm in the sugar pattern, and beach sprints, then I'll come in here in a deeper hole. Yeah,
exactly. No, that's exactly what I see happening. That in the hierarchy of the nervous system, that's so high up there. When it's on, everything else has a chance of being cool.
Yeah, I can pull off yoga, but not sprints and doing all the physical things.
Right. So otherwise you're looking pretty damn good, man.
I just knew it was that.
Go back. Bend this knee. Pull him that way. Raise your left arm to the sky.
Yeah.
Cool. Drop this leg over the edge like this. And pull.
Well, my name is Brett Smith. So I come see Doug. I've been a kinesiologist. It's called Professional Applied Kinesiology and other things for 30 years. So I come up here to get tuned when I know I've been silly. So for me, if I have any sugar or juice or alcohol, my system will blow. Circuits blow everywhere, and it does on everybody. So I just get here quick before I start doing all my tennis and all my sprints and everything else, and my body starts to unravel to these other symptoms or stories. So I just know better. I didn't know better not to have the sugar, juice, or alcohol, but I'm working on that.
Cool. So what is kinesiology?
It really should have been called applied neurology.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Mind saying start with kinesiology and then.
Well, applied kinesiology should have been called applied neurology. It's a bad term because kinesiology just means movement of the body. Applied kinesiology, and what we're doing is really understanding the nervous system, how it correlates with everything. The organs, the immune systems, the cranium, all the joints, the muscles talking to each other. It gets really involved. So it's really about neurology. I believe it's the highest clinical neurological science there is, that with clinical kinesiology also. It uses a lot of science, and then it goes above that. And so as science catches up to things, because science has a lot of truth, but with a little t, not a capital T, it's always catching up to the big T truth. And so with these kind of clinical things where we teach, we can feel, touch, and see in such an involved way, we're staying ahead of it, and we're able to read things that science, a device, can't. As it catches up, we get validation and get to prove things scientifically, which has happened a lot over the last, just the 30 years I've been in it. Just how the spinal fluid's moving, how nerves are talking to each other, the advancements in neurology and how things are kicking through. So it's all been just a very interesting process. So when people say, what's a kinesiologist? What is it that Doug does? He's a clinical neurologist, is what he is.
Cool. Anything else you want to say in your own words?
No. Don't believe what you think.
So Dr. Brett came in and he'd been drinking this weekend. And we just tuned him up last week or something like that. But he knew he was a little tweaked. So he came in and when I checked him out, his sugar pattern showed. And that entailed me finding a gamma-2 muscle weakness, which is a muscle that's kind of showing weakness because it's disconnected from the brain. And the test for that is you have him turn their head away from that flexor, and it should turn that flexor on. It doesn't turn on, so I checked his sugar pattern, which had to do with this imbalance in his thighs, and it made a little correction, corrected that, and checked him out overall. Everything else was 100%. Then I had the intuition to turn him over and just check him out for a couple of things under prone position. And I found that he had his bilateral popliteus muscles were weak, which are really in the back of the knee. But when they're bilaterally weak, it indicates there's a mid-cervical fixation. So I found this subtle little fixation in his neck, and made a correction, and he was 100%. And if I didn't find that, and if he had his sugar off for a while, that would recruit more things into the maladaptation, and the body would get increasingly messed up. So he was very intelligent to come in and get those subtle things fixed before it became an issue. But it really shows the profundity of the effect of sugar on the neurological system, which is profound and is consistent.